Right. Also this morning, there are new reports Ukrainian defense forces downed 36 Russian missiles and drones in and around the capital city of Kyiv overnight. The attack marks the sixth Russian air attack on Ukraine's capital in the last 6 days. And the news comes as Ukrainian President Zelensky was in the former Soviet Republic of Moldova speaking with NATO members. He pressed the European leaders for continued support, and he warned that any peace plan could not take Russian concerns into account. During the speech, President Zelensky telling leaders there is an aggressor in this war and there is a victim. A peace plan cannot be prepared by the aggressor, Vladimir Putin. At the same time, we are learning new details about 3 people who were killed in Kyiv during a Russian strike earlier this week. Reports show these 3 were locked out of a bomb shelter they were attempting to enter. In response, President Zelensky has ordered an audit of all bomb shelters in the country. But they're also ramping up attacks in Kyiv. They've left a lot of residents in fear every day, going to school, going to work, as families are falling asleep to air raid sirens. This is the reality. These sounds as you go to bed, thousands of families facing daily air raid sirens and the threat of attack in Kyiv. The family of Mariia Shuvalova provided that audio for us and some of that video. She's a Ukrainian literary scholar and lecturer at the National University of Kyiv, and she is joining us this morning. Mariia, as always, thank you for being with us. I was glad to hear that you are safely on U.S. soil this morning and you're in New York. Normally, you're joining us from Ukraine. What is it like traveling in and out of your home country right now?
Hi, thank you for having me, and it's a pleasure to be here. Traveling is a huge challenge. I had to take first 7 hours train ride from Kyiv to Lviv. Then I had to take one more bus ride, which took 35 hours to get to Vienna. I spent 12 hours on Slovenian border. Then from Vienna, I took a flight to Sweden, and then from Sweden to New Jersey. Then it also takes 2 hours to get from New Jersey to New York. And a lot of my friends here are surprised that airports are not working in Ukraine. And yes, indeed, they are not working. Logistics is very hard, and performing any duties, work duties, is a challenge. But still, we have to keep working.
I think we take for granted that we can go to the airport or get in the car or get on public transportation and get where we need to go in a timely fashion. Wow, it took you that long. We just showed that video and some of the audio of the air raid strikes overnight where you have family in Kyiv. Describe what they are telling you. Share their experience over the last week with some of these strikes, and some of them have been deadly.
My relatives, as any Ukrainians, they are not able to sleep for multiple weeks, but still keep making nice jokes, though it's very hard and stressful being not with them, as I read the news that certain apartment building in my district is on fire, and my husband is not picking up the phone. Next day, I'm reading the news that kids' hospital was bombarded, and my parents live near there, and they're not picking up the phone. And it just keeps happening every night. And this night, and as all previous night, actually in May, Kyiv was attacked 17 times. And it's not just one drone, it's 20 or 30 drones, and also ballistic missiles. So it's tragedy became our routine, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've seen video of school children running down the sidewalk as air raid sirens play overhead. Are you in touch with your family now, your husband, your parents? When was the last time you all spoke?
Every hour. Oh. And it's nice that when in the early morning in Ukraine, I can go and sleep here. I feel so privileged to have this opportunity to sleep during the night for 7 hours without being attacked and being bombarded. But during all air strikes, they are in touch with me to make sure everything is okay with them.
Yeah, a lot of times we talk to you in the dark. Sometimes you were in a bathroom with no electricity, on very little and glitchy Wi-Fi, and you've been in the bomb shelters as well. When you hear the news about the bomb shelters and some people not able to get in them when the threat is overhead, having experienced that, what's your take on the situation and what needs to be done to make sure they're open for all?
It's very challenging. We changed an apartment in order to have a bomb shelter near us.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.